In today's episode of how to upgrade your FireFly, we're going to be taking a high current external battery pack and connecting it to our FireFly without requiring a PowerPlate. For a battery, I recommend one that is called 3S. That's the voltage that the battery runs at. So this one is 11.1 volts nominal. 3S will make the FireFly think that you're using a power plate, so the battery meter in the app will work correctly. If you use a 4S battery, which is higher voltage, 14.8 volts nominal, the battery graph in the app won't work correctly. When this battery is completely dead, it'll show green and fully charged. So you'd have to test this before each show to make sure it was charged. So that's why I recommend 3S. Now, pay attention to what kind of connector comes on your battery. So this is called a Dean's connector. The other connector on the other battery we were looking at, that's called an XT60. So those are the most popular connectors in these battery styles. And the reason why you need to know that is you need to pick up some wiring adapters or pigtails. Just Google what the connector is. So Dean's connector wiring adapter. And you want to get some that are about this long. And then that way we can use that to cut this connector off and then solder inside the power plate. So as long as one connector will fit in your battery. So this is Dean, so they fit together like so. And the same thing if you get XT60. So you just want the same type of wiring adapter for XT60 if that's your battery. So remember 3S and the cheapest LiPo battery you can find. It definitely doesn't have to be this big. This just happened to be the absolute cheapest one that was on there. So 3S, remember what connector it has, and get a wiring adapter for that connector. Now once you have all of those parts, we're going to take the FireFly apart. For my FireFly Plus 2.0 Canadian edition, it is these 4 screws on the bottom, and there are 3 locking tabs at the top, so you want to lift and slide back. Those are the 3 locking tabs. Now, you need to figure out where the positive and the negative power connections are. So in this model, it's going to be opposite of these link plates. So opposite of these link plates, and if we look at the battery diagram in here, we can see this battery is marked negative. So this is going to be our negative post, and this battery is marked positive. So this is going to be our positive post. What I like to do is sand this positive post with a bit of sandpaper so it roughs it up. It helps the solder stick better. And for the negative terminal, we're just going to bend the spring back and tuck our wire under the bottom loop, and that's going to hold it good, and we're going to solder it in place when that's held. And then that's pretty much it. So once those wires are soldered, we're going to cut this connector off, solder those wires on. This is going to come out the front of the FireFly. So when it's assembled, it's going to look like yay. So it's going to come out the front of the FireFly, and that's where you plug your battery in, and that's it. It works. Alright, so let's get to cutting and soldering, and I'll be back. Alright, so our wires are soldered. Black to the negative, red to the positive, and don't be afraid to give a good tug. Make sure that you have a good solder connection. You don't want it coming loose during a show. And the only thing left to do is to put on the bottom plate. Basically, you want to fold the wires together so that they're in the center, which is where the little thumb hole is in the bottom of the plate. So we'll get the locking tabs locked in, and we'll get these centered and press down. There we go, all tight. And that's how our FireFly will sit. And if we plug in our battery, look at that, we have power. Beautiful. Yeah, runs through all the lights. Great. That's it. Now, as far as charging the battery, You don't want to buy the absolute cheapest charger that you can find. You'd want to buy a balanced charger that works best for the lithium-ion batteries and the LiPo batteries. So this is about the cheapest charger that I would buy. It's called a B3 AC, about $15 Canadian, $12 US. And you can see it's got balanced charge connectors. That's for 1S or 2S batteries, and that's for 3S batteries. That's the maximum that this can charge. And basically you just plug the balance lead into the charge jack. 3 red lights. When all 3 of those are green, it means it's balanced and charged. And they make knockoffs of these, a different looking case, but it says B3 AC, a little different label. And they're about $12 Canadian, $9 US. And those I've had all kinds of problems with. They'll just burn out and not charge properly, or they'll overcharge one of your cells, damaging your battery. So you don't want one of those. So, you know, get a decent charger, one that does balanced charging, not just charges through these main jacks. And yeah, you should be good. Thank you for watching.